Welcome back to the Roronoa channel, and guys, today we're taking a look at the S.H.Figuarts Roronoa Zoro Romance Dawn from One Piece. Looking at the front of the packaging, it looks incredible. I was really lucky enough to actually stumble upon him out there in the wild at a local GameStop, so really awesome finally able to review the Romance Dawn version of Zoro here. Of course, in the front of the packaging, it's like the rest of the other ones, so you get this really cool like shots of the figure right here on the side. You of course get this huge window featuring the figure, some of the accessories, the One Piece logo, and his name printed right here. You also get the S.H.Figuarts logo, his name in huge font, and some other seals and stickers here on the corner. Here on the side, you get some other shots of the figurine, including the additional face that comes for Luffy, his name right there. And then on the back of the box, you get another visual of the character himself, some poses you can do, the different face plates. You also get some warnings down here as well. There's the price tag. And on this side, you do get, again, some nice wording right here in the font. And then you also get this other shot of Zoro on the bottom. On the bottom of the box, you get another shot of Zoro along with his name. And then on top, you get that awesome straw hat sort of like cutout right here. But let's go ahead and open him up and see what's inside. And here he is out of the packaging. And looking at Zoro up close, he looks really awesome. I love the attention to detail already. And it's really cool seeing him in his, first ever appearance, since we've already got him in the Wano look, and now we have the classic Zoro. But yeah, I'll go ahead and start from top to bottom. Look at the head sculpt. It looks incredible. Look at that. I love the printing they did on the face, with the eyes and the eyebrows right here. Really captures his serious expression. And of course, you can't go without his moss head right here. That bright green hairstyle, love it. And then he does have those golden earrings right here on the left side. And as far as the articulation goes, you do get a long range of movement right here, as you can see. So there is a joint at the neck as well as top of the head. Get plenty of movement, side to side, back, and forward. Looking at the torso, he has that white button-up shirt right here. Looks really amazing. Love the wrinkles that go throughout it. And he has some really big, sort of like butterfly joints right here near the shoulder blades. Similar to like a Marvel Legends type of figure. They always, go all out with the sort of like butterfly joints on those figures. And Zoro right here, you can see you get quite a bit of movement. But other than the torso itself, looks really nice, and I like how everything goes together. And he does have a ball joint right here in the upper part of the chest, so you get some pretty good movement. There's also a joint right here below the belt in a ball joint, so it goes side to side, back, and forward. Looking at the arms sticks out pretty good, and it does go all the way around with ease, so you can just move around that ball joint there, goes back into place. But it's really nice seeing the amount of mobility that this figure has, especially like right here, like in the shoulder blade. It is crazy. And I noticed this, and I'll get to this in a bit, but he does have the black bandana right here around his arm, and it's kind of cool seeing how you can remove it. It's a little bit different from the Wano one, I think. Of course, you do get that elbow joint right here. It does have a separate swivel around the shoulder, and you do get articulation at the wrist and at the hand. The other side as well, arm sticks out pretty good. It does go all the way around right here, as you can see. He does have a swivel near the shoulder blade. Elbow joint goes up right there. An individual swivel right here near the shoulder. And of course, articulation at the wrist and at the hand. Looking at the waist, he does have this green belly warmer right here, and it does have this little peg to place the katanas. Looking at the legs now, he does have these black pants. They look really nice. have some cool wrinkles going throughout it. Um, he is able to go into a full-on split, which is nice. He is able to sit down very nicely, and the legs go back pretty far. And he does have a swivel right here on both of his thighs. And looking at the knee joints, they go up into a kneeling position. And lastly, looking at the boots, the boots themselves do have a separate swivel right here near the calf. And then, of course, the feet do point down. They do point up. And the other cool thing about S.H.Figuarts figures, which I, occasionally talk about, is the toes actually move up and down. So that's really nice seeing that. And of course, they do have rocker ankles to get some cool action poses. And now taking a look at the accessories, he comes with all three of his swords in like a scabbard. So as you can see right here, these are the three original katanas that he had when we first saw him. And you can see right here, he doesn't have, some of the other ones that he picks up, like in Log Town or things like that. These are the two original katanas that he ends up having at the start. And he does have the Wado Ichimonji right here, along with this scabbard piece that goes alongside his belly warmer. The katanas themselves are really nice. I love the look. And the cool feature is most of the scabbard pieces or things like that have this feature with S.H.Figuarts where you can actually take off the hilts that are, that he's using. So say he's using the Wado Ichimonji, you can take off the hilt to actually give that practical effect that he's using that sword. And it's not just that one, but, the rest of them do come off. So, you can take them off one by one if you want. And to equip it to his belly warmer, there is a smaller peg. So all you want to do is just attach it right here. It goes on very nicely, just like that. And there you go. Up next, he comes with a bunch of hands. He comes with a slightly open pair, sort of like this grabbing hand, and then another pair to hold two swords. To swap out a hand accessory, all you want to do is just take off the hand at the joint. It pops off just like that. And then you want to get the hand of your liking. Make sure it fits inside that joint. Sometimes it does snap on, or it'll just slide on just like that. And there you go. Up next, he comes with an interchangeable head and face plates. He comes with this like happy expression, an angry expression, and looking at the interchangeable head, it comes with this serious expression with the attachment to place the sword in his mouth, and another longer expression for the interchangeable head. So you can tell by the big forehead right here. When I saw this head in the packaging, I was like, dang, this is more scary than normal Zoro. Imagine him pulling up to a fight and you see this guy. That would be really scary. To change out the faceplate, you're supposed to remove the, three different pieces, but usually you just pull off the faceplate at the chin. It's going to show up like this, and there's two pegs up here along with the hairline. So you just want to place those up front, just like that, and it snaps in very well. And just like that, you can change out the faceplates. But for the interchangeable head, it's a different story. So you're going to want to remove the actual head, just like that. You're going to line it up right here along the peg. Snaps in very nicely. So here's Zoro with that interchangeable head. This one, the only difference, of course, obviously, is the black bandana wrapped around the top part of his head. So that's pretty much the bigger change for this one. But placing a faceplate is very different. So you want to take off the black bandana right here. That's why the other faceplate is completely different because of this huge forehead. Look at that. And with this one, you do need to remove the faceplate right here. And this one's different. There is no pegs on top, but it is this insert. So you then place it right here. Place his bandana back. And there you go. Up next, we have his three swords. And like I mentioned before, he does come with the two regular katanas right here. They're exactly the same. Nothing's different about them. The grips come in this red and black sort of like color. You have this gold right here at the guard. and then that beautiful black and silver blade. And then, of course, the more highlighted piece would have to be the Wado Ichimonji. So, of course, you can see comes in this beautiful white grip with the gray running throughout it. You have the gold right here at the guard, and that silver and black blade. I want to see in a minute, I'll do a comparison. The Wado Ichimonji and the classic Zoro right here, it feels a little bit darker in my opinion. I'm used to it being a lighter tone, but that may just be me. And then real quick, there is this little indenture piece to put it in his mouth. So to equip the katanas, of course you can put the Wado Ichimonji right here in his mouth. There's a little indenture. You just place that in there. He bites on it, and it looks really cool. And then for the other katanas, you can then push them right here inside the grips of his hands. They go in there pretty smooth. Here it is right here. You just slide them in. And there you go. There's all 3 swords on him. And then real quick before I forget, like I was mentioning with that bandana piece that's around his shoulder. So I think last time it was actually a part of his shoulder with the Wano version. But really nice. This is a separate piece of its own. So you just slide off his sleeve like that in case you're wanting to use the bandana look. You can easily slide it on and off. Don't have to worry about taking the entire arm apart. And then real quick, here is a look at all of the Romance Dawn versions that we have so far. So we have Luffy, Nami, and now Zoro. And I just wanted to do this real quick before we get into the comparisons, that Zoro does come with this really cool looking additional faceplate for Luffy here. Let me just clear up the camera real quick. It looks really funny. It's him and his like yelling expression. But that's the exclusive face that he comes with. So here's the exclusive face that Luffy comes with if you buy Zoro. And it looks really funny. I like how now all of the crew members so far have this angry expression, so they can all be angry together. And then real quick, before I get into the overview, here's a quick comparison of both Zoros, both the Romance Dawn that we just got, and the Wano version. So I was looking them over, and no, they are the same exact wide everything. But overall, they look really awesome in their own unique way. And I guess I'll just go into the overview to explain, my thoughts and things like that. So yeah, let's do the overview. So as an overview of the figure, I love him. They did a fantastic job bringing the classic Zoro to life, and I, have no complaints at all with the figure. Everything from the articulation, it goes very smooth. The accessories have to be one of the best parts about him, just because of all the unique, swords he comes with, the hand accessories, the face plates. But yeah, I love the classic Romance Dawn Zoro. Definitely worth the pickup. And like I said, found him out in the wild at GameStop, so I paid the pro membership price right there. So in case you're wanting to get him, definitely look at your local GameStop or something like that. Even on Amazon, I think on Amazon he's pretty much the same price range. So definitely pick him up if you're wanting to collect the entire wave of the Romance Dawn collection. And then real quick, I did want to point out that I did see the teaser for Usopp. I'm definitely getting Usopp for sure. So whenever he comes out, I think it's like near Christmas time, he's going to be released out to the public. So I'll definitely look for him. Hopefully he's not too crazy. He does come with a lot of accessories. So hopefully he's not like ridiculously up there in the price range. But yeah, so expect that one definitely here on the channel soon. And with that said, I'll go ahead here and say if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. And I'll catch you all on the next one.